Mike, you know the best questions we get on our podcast and on our radio show. You know where they come from?
The heart. How about that? Or just
The heart is one answer, but the heart of our listeners and viewers, and that's what we are addressing today about
yeah.
Roth conversion. Mike, we've been hosting at Talon Wealth. Well, okay, you've been hosting. I've been alongside you
Co-hosting.
and
Yeah.
co-hosting, yes,
That's what
some
they call
live
that.
events
Yeah.
recently. Well, I do know the term, but I guess I need to be more specific about everything. But some live events about retirement, and one question from an attendee recently named Anna in the
hmm
live chat, which is kind of my part of the gig,
I
is want
remember
to
Anna.
believe that
Yeah.
could provide helpful insight. Yes, for many of the folks that are watching and listening to this podcast that are near retirement or already there. And I know our team's going to reach out to her specifically, but I don't know anything else about her other than what she wrote. She said she's in her 60s and
She
has
might be a
money in
bot.
various
I'm guessing
mutual.
she's not, but yeah. She
She's
could be a
not a
bot
bot.
just
She
in.
sounds kind of personal.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey,
AI,
that's a big
Kristen.
problem right now.
Is a big problem. We could be AI
Oh,
could be messing with us on our podcast, but I'm sorry. Go ahead with Anna.
all right, she's 60, has money in various mutual funds, is what she said, and is wondering if she should roll that money into a Roth IRA in order to have lower taxation when she retires. I'm
hmm
paraphrasing some of that just a tiny, tiny bit, but
Sure.
I think it's a great question because I hear and see so many advertisements about this. So, is it a good idea or not?
Well, I think so. First of all, I think she's probably also seen lots and lots of advertisements about it, in particular given her age, right? So if you're 60 and you're getting closer to retirement, you've got this bullseye on your back for marketing when it comes to your retirement and the amount of money that you've set aside for retirement. And also, what companies know that are in the financial services industry is that there's a good chance, again, not for everyone, but the majority of Americans out there, the bulk of the money they've set aside for retirement is in a financial plan or an investment at work. So something like a 401k, a TSP, 403b, there's lots of different names that they go by, but they fall under the same category, which is it's money that you've set aside pre-tax dollars, meaning you haven't paid the tax on it yet. It helped you along the way when you were working in that you were able to deduct it from your income for that year. So again, you've deferred paying taxes. And then you see all this advertising, like I imagine Anna has seen. It's like, well, Roth IRA, Roth conversion, tax-free money in retirement, all of these things. And so,
Save money in
why
the long
wouldn't that
run.
sound great? Yeah, make money in the long run. That obviously that's going to be appealing to anyone, not just people retired or close to it. I think certainly anyone likes the idea of tax-free money. But I think the issue and where the conversation is going to lead with Anna as we're talking to her is just explaining the difference between Roth conversions. So her specific question was, should I convert my IRA or pre-tax dollars to Roth IRA? So it's a very, very specific question. It's also a
Yes.
specific need. And so you could make a blanket statement like, well, everybody should have a Roth IRA because Roth IRAs provide tax free money in retirement. And that's true. Wouldn't it be great if everybody could get tax free income or tax free money out of their retirement
Yes.
plan in retirement? Why wouldn't you want that? But it's not
Right.
ideal for everyone. And so there's this process of getting the money from your pre-tax account, again, that IRA or that 401k, TSP, 403b,
For
whatever that
her, it
retirement
said
account
she
is,
said various mutual funds. So,
mutual funds. Okay. So that's the first part, right, of the specific situation for her is how is it currently invested, but also it's in a pre-tax account, tax deferred. That's the first component. But then, if in order for her to do the conversion from the pre-tax, let's say it's an IRA account or 401k, over to a Roth account, or taxes have to be paid. Money has to be paid on that conversion, and it's taxed at. And again, this is where people's eyes start rolling back in their head, and they go, "Mike, you're getting into the weeds on me." But you have to get into the weeds on this because it's going to depend on what your tax rate is. So when you go to convert that money, it's converted as ordinary income. So let's take somebody who's, and I don't know on a situation yet, but let's take somebody who has a very, very high income and they're already in a higher income tax bracket. That conversion is going to happen at a higher income tax bracket because they're already there. And it might not be that attractive. So maybe there's a timing component. Might be better to look at conversions if in the future, maybe after retirement, she's in a lower tax bracket. So maybe it would make more sense at that point in time. Or maybe Anna's already in a lower tax bracket, and maybe we could look at those conversions, meaning, well, let's take a look at how much of your IRA or 401k account could we convert to a Roth IRA before you move into a higher tax bracket. And so what I'm getting at is it's a very, very common, we refer to them in marketing as a lead magnet. Right, it's a lead magnet. Say, hey, gee, wouldn't you love
Ah,
tax-free money in retirement? It's like, well, of course I would. Like, well, just call me. I'll tell you
course, yeah.
all about. They're like, call us. We'll tell you all about Roth Conversions. It's the greatest thing since sliced bread. They just can't believe everybody's not doing it, Kristen. Well, the reason
Mhm.
everyone isn't doing it is because you have to do the math on the taxes that you're going to have to pay for the conversion, and that's going to be a little bit different for everyone. So for some people, it's ideal and it works out really well. For other people, it's not going to be ideal. And maybe you should just take distributions from your retirement accounts along the way and just spread those taxes out over time. For other people, it's going to be a calculation of, well, just incrementally, how much could I convert from an IRA or a 401k to a Roth IRA on an annual basis and just sort of chisel it down without getting into higher and higher tax brackets. So these blanket statements
Okay.
bother me. What we're going to do for Anna is we're going to get some more information. We're going to find out where she's at when it comes to income. We're going to find out where she's at as far as how she files her taxes. I don't know yet, frankly, if Anna's married. Maybe she is, maybe she isn't, right? That makes a difference. So the idea is to gather the information, find out what her goals are, walk her through the process, and let's see if Roth conversion makes sense for her.
As part of a comprehensive financial plan, taxes in retirement are something that you and the other talent advisors address. So here's the deal. We don't talk about, oh, call us for a Roth conversion analysis or whatever,
No,
or
we don't
go
have
to our
any clickbait
website
on
for
the
that.
internet about our Roth conversion. No, it is important. That's not
But
exactly what
it's
we do,
part of
but yeah.
everything.
Yeah, we don't do the clickbait. We do the conversations with people that want to have it. And the nice thing about
And the
having access to a firm that'll do the math for you without charging you a fee to do it. I think if somebody's curious, if you're retired or close to it, you could give us a call. You could reach out here online and just say, hey, listen, I'm wondering if Roth conversion makes sense for me. Will you do the math and let me know? The answer is yes, and complimentary.
Exactly. For us, the answer is a written financial plan based on your goals and your numbers, and making sure that it's a value for you to make moves that you're hearing about, or if maybe it could actually cause you more harm than good. You don't know until you find out. So if you're a DIYer, hopefully this is helpful information. If you need more details, hey, we're always at guardingyournestegg.com.
Thank you for watching. Go to guardingyournestegg.com for your free and objective personal financial plan.